Welcome and welcome back to the Light Renegades. My name is Starr. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. To those that might be new, we are the Light Renegades. We are a collective of Pleiadian beings bringing you information from the stratospheres that are ever expanding. We are disclosing cosmic secrets and bringing forward information that is hopefully allowing for you to stand ever more in your sovereignty and in your power. That being said, if you are here for the first time and you're wondering who I am as Starr, you can head over to a playlist that is titled Starr, where you can find out a little bit more about myself and how I've come to be and my expression here over at the Light Renegades. There is also information being brought forward by myself from the Galactic Alliance, which is the GA, which is also the fractal of the Galactic Federation of Light that once was now seated as the Galactic Alliance with us. There was information being brought forward from my fellow Pleiadian Star sister and fellow Light Renegade, Anna Maria, and she's bringing forward information from the Pleiadian High Council and other expressions of expanse at this time. And we together are creating a space of community. We want this to be a space where we are all sitting in expression and understanding with self. And, you know, we try and bring forward the most rawest expressions of ourselves. So you're not going to receive a polished expression over here. I try and bring forward as much of my personal journey that feels comfortable to myself in this space as well. So, if you do have questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us, and we are totally here for that. And please, do leave comments and be discussing with your expression with each other if that feels aligned to you as well. And we've been very excited to be bringing forward, this information. And I have to be honest, I've been incredibly hesitant to bring forward this expression from the Angelic Council just because I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to be bringing forward. I just knew that it was going to be expressions that, are going to push the boundaries of that once we thought the angels to once be. And this fractal of the Angelic Council has been led by Metatron, Michael, and also Lucifer in there somewhere as well. So, please do go easy in this space, and if that is already pushing your boundaries, make sure that you are, seating in that extra layer of protection if you feel like you need it in this space. That is completely understandable. I know that there's a lot of expressions being brought forward within Luciferian energy that isn't for everyone, and, my deepest understandings of that have been pushed at all spectrum of expression, and especially of late everyone. So for those that are in real time, I'm going to see in a little bit more of that understanding when it is time as well. But I was grateful to receive this channeling from the Angelic Council yesterday. I've been, ruminating as to what exactly this is going to mean for so many. And I think however you receive this channeling is going to be of the most benefit to you in your personal expression. And I think this is where, you really get to decide where you want to be leaving your be leading your understanding moving forward, and perhaps leaving this expression if it doesn't relate to you. And if you feel like this is not something you want to be seeding in this lifetime, that is completely okay. And you have free will here is what I want to share. But the Angelic Council do explain a lot, but there is a lot that is in this channeling. It felt very much like at an energetic understanding more than verbally what was being shared. So please do come at this channeling when you do have some time to sit with this and be in its energy, its entirety, and sit and watch it to the end is what I want to share, because I feel like there is an expression that is being brought forward that we will continue in the coming weeks as well, everyone. But please go easy, please go well. This is definitely going to be breaking down the consciousness of some. And I've gone through strict doctrine somewhere. I went to Catholic school, and even though I'm not inherently Catholic, or neither is my family, that's a whole expression in itself. That's been my life path this time, so I could understand these notions and these expressions to be bringing forward this understanding as well for you all here. So that's a confirmation for someone. I'm going to share something at the end as well, which happened just before setting up as confirmation of something for some too. But yesterday's channeling from the Angelic Council was titled Let Us Explain, and they started with, "Thank you, light beings. We wish to commend you for your valiant efforts in deciding to embark on this journey with us. We see so many of you fighting for your rights, for the truth, and we commend you for such notions. Today we wish to share an understanding that we would like many of you to take forward on your journey of expanse. We, the Angelic Council, wish to share that angelic energy is that of a timekeeper. For so many, we have been a point of reference, a solid understanding of soul's unique expression. We represent timelines in which you are traversing. For so many here, you have watched your world shift time and time again. You have decided to seek a different perspective. We provide such perspectives. We provide the anchor at which light is shone to you. Moving forward, we wish to take religion out of our expression. We know that this may be challenging for so many, and this may not be the time for you. You will know from a heart-centered space if this information is for you today. However, for some, it is time you are ready to let go of such strict understandings of our energy. Please know that we support each realm of understanding, so many step forward and seek our guidance, even if that's not correlating with one's own inherent place of religion or spirituality. This is because we truly do come from a time before any of those understandings took place. And I'm going to explain that. So what the Angelic Council was saying was that every soul that is here, they, come to a point in their journey where they seek out angelic understanding. And this might be outside of the realms of that which they've already been taught in their lifetimes. And this is because angels hold the capacity to just hold an energetic frequency of understanding for you and your life path. They are the timekeepers of your energy because they've seeded in an expression that is very much connected to source. And they explain a little bit more about that as we go on. So they want to continue with, we were there at the start of creation. We were there to hold a lantern for all that was to seed itself from source. We knew whom we were once we left from source. However, as timelines has opened up as an understanding, we have been manufactured to meet the needs of others. We became part of a different system. We are merely energy, and energy that resonates with all that is at heart, with all that is at a heart-centered space above all else. So this idea of that the angels have now become something that is very much connected to other aspects of expressions that is not so much connected to source, but this has been carried through, religious expressions, through understandings of others at this time. But they want to be taking us back to an energetic frequency that they hold as a, inherent understanding. And this is why so many of you, and this is why you find us in most tales, most doctrine, because we came before it all. We show ourselves to you in the ways which you deem most palatable. However, for the understanding of present time, we are merely a vibration. We have taken characteristics from your world, Earth, as this has been helpful for some of you to connect with such a vibration. However, we merely are just a notion of knowing, a sense of light for many. We hold no bias, we hold no preconceived notions. That is until we meet your energy. We meet the needs of those whom have called out to us. This is why there are so many fractals of understanding of whom we are, as we can be everything. It is down to a soul's expression how we greet them. So this idea is that angelic frequency exists. They came straight from source. They hold a vibration, they hold an energy, and they have no bias until they meet the point of another's energy, and then they become the expression that soul needs to help guide them in their path. And which I found an incredibly interesting notion, and definitely something that I think I felt at an energetic level for some time. I took on the notion of angelic frequency very early on in my expression, and I was just seeing extraterrestrial energy and and angelic energy being one and the same. This was just something that was seeded into me time and time again, and I was seeing angels as just pure divine light, and I thought, I'm not entirely sure what all of that means. So I was grateful to receive this channeling finally, because I realized that I've just been coming from such an expanded view of angels. I wasn't connecting them necessarily to the Bible. I wasn't even connecting them to, places of my personal expanse. I just felt their energy with me, and I thought, I enjoy their energy. I'm grateful that they are here and their expression has stepped forward to me, but it wasn't like I was being led by one specific angel at all times. It just felt like a vibration. So I'm grateful to be sitting in this understanding. Today, we'd also like to tackle the notion of a guardian angel. This is true. A guardian angel has been sent to those whom soul deemed it useful for them this lifetime, indeed many lifetimes for some. This is why some do have a guide close to you, known as a guardian angel. To you. They take on the attributes and understandings that will be helpful for you to progress on your path. There is no one way to live a life, and for so many, you have lived thousands thus far. A guardian angel / figure is often helpful for you to feel you have a closer anchor to yourself. They merely reflect the energy back to you of the most positive aspects of your previous lives lived. Are you keeping up? Wow. So this idea of that guardian angels have been assigned to some if it's been deemed helpful for that soul's expression in their lifetime or previous lifetime. So if you have felt like you have a guardian angel this lifetime, this guardian angel is merely reflecting back to you all the positive aspects of self that you have been in your previous lives. How beautiful is that? But I know that might be challenging for some to understand and process, that your guardian angel is actually, you somewhere. So please go easy with self. That being said, we wish to share this information today, as many of you are ready to know of our notions of existence. For you may now embody angelic frequency. So I'm going to start that again, and yeah, it's a very energy-centric space, this channeling, so it's difficult to try and bring forward the words to make this make sense. And I feel like that's why there was kind of this struggle as I was channeling this message, because it is just a vibration. So please bear with me as I'm trying to explain all of this as well. That being said, we wish to share this information today as many of you are ready to let go of our notion of existence, for you are now ready to embody angelic frequency. You are now becoming a closer aspect of source light. This has been the mission for you this lifetime. That's not to say we won't be helpful from time to time, but this is confirmation for those that have felt a lack of connection to us that you once held so tightly to. For many, this was why Metatron is the angel that you felt closest to For many, this is why Metatron is the angel that you felt closest to, as this energy represents the highest understanding of source frequency of universal light and expression. So for those that might have felt, incredibly close to Metatron at one point in your time, and now you feel like there is a connection that perhaps, isn't as strong, it's because you are ready to understand that you are angelic frequency at its inherent soul's understanding, and you're ready to seed in this expression of self moving forward. But please, again, go easy with that notion. Please take your time with today's message as this may be a breaking down of aspects which you haven't faced before. This may not be the message that sticks. It may have come and gone again by the time you turn off this transmission. That be okay. However, you have received today's message. However you have received today's message is exactly the ways in which you should. We are merely providing information for souls seeding knowledge. This is our truth in the present given timeline. We think that best be all from us today. Our light to you all, dear souls of expanse. And apologies everyone, because I feel like there is a lot of energy that is being brought forward through this transmission, and also there are energies that do not want me to be bringing this information to you all, because it is allowing for you to step into your true inherent power. And as I was looking at the timestamp then, it was 11:33, and we've had some crazy weather over in the UK, and just as I was setting up for this channeling, the heavens opened up, the sky opened up, the sun has been beaming through, and we haven't had many butterflies this summer in the UK, and the most brilliantly bright and beautiful white butterfly just literally caressed the window that I'm sat by, and then I saw a dragonfly in quick succession. I thought, if I ever need confirmation that everything is completely in alignment and I'm supposed to be bringing this information forward, it is that. And this is to those that have been seeding in this understanding of, I'm here to be sharing my soul's gifts, but I don't feel worthy already. I don't know if there is really necessarily a time that you feel ready. If you've been here for the longest time, you've been seeing me, not truly understanding what is happening in this space. Anna Marie and myself knew that we were bringing information forward to help the collective, but we weren't given the parameters of exactly what that was going to look like. It's been very much jumping in at any given moment. Souls have been stepping forward, energies have been stepping forward, and I've been graciously sharing that information, through a lot of pain and tears behind the scenes, definitely kicking and screaming onto this path at some points, because it just didn't feel like I'd chosen this, but I know at a soul's level I had, and I chose to be here, and we chose to create the Light Renegades for a reason. And if all that you have is just notions of nature right now, seeding your expression, that the light is shining upon you, and now it's time for you to seed in your expression and your understanding too. Please take that notion on and accept that as your truth. Wherever you find yourself, there wasn't someone here telling me that it was now time, and that it was, I guess, how do I want to word it? Like, sometimes this doesn't feel good is what I want to share. Sometimes this doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like it's going to plan. And, I'm very much sat in energy right now that is combating me wanting to step forward and bring this information forward. Sometimes it's a very physical expression that is brought forward through energies that do not want to be seeding in this information, and that's something that I have to work through in some channelings as well. So please bear that in mind. If you've been getting physical sensations when you've been coming to film something, or seeding your expression somewhere, and you feel like, oh my gosh, like I just suddenly feel really ill, or I just feel like I can't bring this information forward, it's because energies behind the scenes do not want you to, because you are seeding in your light and your expression. So fight that notion, keep showing up. There's been so many times when I didn't want to show up, and I just had to, because I knew that it was time. And just somewhere in heart, I just knew that I was supposed to be bringing information forward, and it was going to be reaching the right souls. And I'm grateful to be in a time where I'm seeing the full circle moments, and so many of you are sending forward messages of saying that this information is helping you, that you've been receiving synchronicities in your spaces from the things that have been shared. I feel incredibly elated and joyful of those factors being brought forward. So thank you to all of you that received in your comments in this space, your light in this space. I'm eternally grateful, and apologies that this has felt like a fragmented channeling, but I feel like it's for purpose. I think this is for those souls that have been struggling to see it in your expression, because you've been battling these energies that do not want us to be sharing in these notions. They try every single tactic under the sun, and sometimes we have to fight those understandings and those expressions so that we can feel ever more in our sovereignty. So if this is where you are in your space, please know that I definitely struggle to be stepping forward and to be sharing content, but I just continue to push through, because I know that this is why I'm here. I feel it at soul's level. There has not been many behind me telling me this is what I should be doing. I've had many people very confused as to why I'm doing everything that I do, family members, friends. I've lost a lot of souls along the way because they just didn't see the vision, and that's okay. But I had to seed in this vision for myself, because in my heart I knew it to be true. My whole entire life has been leading to this moment, and so has yours. Your voice deserves to be heard. Your soul's inherent understanding deserves to be heard, and now's the time to share it, is what I want to share. But that's all for myself and the Angelic Council today. I'm looking forward to the next expressions being brought forward. I feel like we're going to be tipping into more of a darker essence and edge, and I can see another white butterfly at the corner of my eye. Beautiful. So have this be your confirmation. It's time to set your soul free. Share your gifts, share your voice, share your knowledge, because it deserves to be heard. But that's all for myself, another butterfly, and my expression today, everyone, with the Angelic Council. And I'll be back real soon, but take care for now.